You switch on the kitchen light, and there they are. A faint line of ants marching across your counter, one by one. You clean them off. 10 minutes after, again. Here's the weird thing now. This is what's going in your head right now. A train of little thoughts, marching across your mind, and you never saw the route. But they're in charge of your emotions, your decisions, the way you see yourself. There is a name for them, and by the end, you'll know the one move that stops the queue for good. Is the third sort coming up? Sneaky enough to be parading through your thoughts right now. Let's call them, because yes, they do have a name, and once you hear it, you won't perceive your own ideas the same way. Therapists name them automatic negative thoughts, ANTS. ANTS, yes. And automatic is the entire 9 yards. They just show up, you don't get to pick them. You text a friend, no reply, and instantly, are they mad at me? That wasn't a choice you made, it marched in. But why would your brain do this to you? But here's the kicker, it ain't broken. It is protecting you. Think of an ancestor of thousands of years ago. A movement in the grass. One thinks, probably nothing. The other thinks, predator, run away. Which one survived? The one who got the worst. So your brain acquired a rule. Prefer 100 false alerts than miss a serious threat. And that terror was passed on to you. But here's the thing. There are no tigers in your kitchen. The alarm was made for claws and cliffs and starving. Today, it shoots at a text left on red. An odd glance from the boss. An email that says nothing but, we need to talk. Old scare, trigger, little, and the ants go on walking. If this is already speaking to you, give it a like. It really helps this reach more people. Now this is when it gets useful. Ants are not all the same. They're classified, and when you see them, they have very little power left. First in line is the fortune teller. It forecasts the future, and always forecasts a calamity. Big presentation tomorrow? You'll freeze. You'll be so embarrassed, as if it has already happened. But it has not. No proof. A hunch, a dress rehearsal of conviction. Ant number 2 is more common still. You've certainly met this one. The mind reader. It knows what everybody thinks of you, that's for sure. Marked as red? They're crazy. A friend is silent? I did something wrong. But you don't really know that. 9 times out of 10, it's because they're busy or weary or lost in their own head. The mind reader always chooses the worst option to fill in the blank. And now the third, the sly one I promised you. It's the most destructive, it doesn't feel like a thinking. Sounds like truth. The labeler. The other ants say you did a horrible thing. The labeler claims you're something nasty. Fail a test. I'm stupid. Get dumped. I'm unlovable. One mistake. I am a failure. See the change? What you have done is not who you are. That is why you stop questioning it. Quick question. Which one is marching through your kitchen right now? The fortune teller, the mind reader, or the labeler? I wonder. Let me know here. So now you can see them. So you're supposed to just crush them, right? Crush every negative idea. Think positive. Take it out. But that is poor counsel. And I can prove that in 5 seconds. Don't think of a white bear, whatever you do. Don't think on its huge face, its fur, none. Just made that up, didn't you? That's a true test. And it shows something wild. The more you try not to think of something, the more your brain checks for it, which makes you think of it more. So stop being negative doesn't do away with the ant. It nourishes it. So if fighting doesn't work, then what does? The first step that works is embarrassingly basic. Anything you want. The moment an ant appears, you go, ah, here's the mind reader again. That is all. No fighting. Do not panic. Just mark it. Because the instant you label the notion, you become the one watching the ant, instead of the ant. Now there is distance between you and it. And that space gives you your power back. Then comes the move that breaks the trail, the real. You put the ant on trial. Ask it one calm question. Is this really true? Where's the proof? If a buddy claimed this about themselves, would I believe them? Copy that text left on red. The ant yells, "They loathe you." So you check it. They were hot yesterday. Not chilly. Ever. Just busy. And the ant becomes smaller. Because the secret is this: thoughts are not facts. But maybe you're asking yourself, do I have to do this with every ant forever? No. And that binds it all together. Picture your own kitchen. You can't beat them all over the counter chasing every ant. You'll be there all night. You find the crumb, the bait that draws them in. Your thoughts are same. They feed on something deeper, on worry, on tiredness, on an old feeling that you're not good enough. Clear the crumb and the line cleans itself. So that's the line. And it's not like you'd imagine. You are not to kill all the ants. You can't. Your brain will transmit them always. It was never the intention to have an empty counter. The goal is this: look at the ant. Call it. Is that so? And when it is not, let it pass on by, not buying a word of it. The instant you cease believing it to be the truth, the trail becomes cold. So next time you flick on that kitchen light, the real one or the one in your imagination, and you see that little thin line across the counter, you won't fear. You'll laugh. Because now you know what they are. Only ants. Just ideas. On the way through. If this changed how you see your own thoughts, hit subscribe. This material sticks a lot better when you get one every week. And what you have in your thoughts right now is the question of whether you truly are the sort to follow through on any of this. Want to know why it is lying to you? Next watch.